All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So I want to, pretty much continue to speak about this individual that I have known, pretty much most of my life. And you know, we pretty much kind of spar with each other. He tries to, send me little video clips of what he considers wisdom, and I just pretty much combat it with the scriptures, so to speak. You know, and it's it's just a testament of of Jake and their pride, so to speak. I spoke about this individual before. We'll call him Scram Jones. Okay, that's his name. We'll call him Scram Jones. Because he has this little thing going on to where, he feels like he's the smartest person in the room, and he calls individuals that's of a lesser status than him. He considers them quote unquote no name brand niggas. That's usually what he will say. No name brand. That's his favorite quote. You know, and you know, and like I said, yeah, you gotta have fun with this thing, man, because like I said, man, us being in the spirit, man, and us knowing the will of the Lord, and we understand these scriptures, man. We just run circles around these guys, man. You know, we just really run circles around these guys, and it's just a little sparring thing I have with them going on. It's not a debate or anything else like that though, but it's just the fact is that you know, uh, he comes with lies, and I pretty much put it out with the truth, of scriptures. I'm not speaking my own words, man. I'll hit him with scriptures, man. You see, but speaking about this individual, he, pretty much never really worked for anybody in his life. He's pretty much have made it on his own. Self-made a guy. Pretty much he's into he got a business going, a few businesses going, and some real estate. So he feels like he's a good case here in Babylon. You know, um, Jake like that love this place, man. They don't want to see this place destroyed. You know, and he also thinks that he's beaten to the his own drum. He is to an extent. He is beaten to his own drum to the extent though. But hey, his goings is of the Lord, which I keep on telling him, man. Going back to this whole thing of free will, that's something that he don't have. You know, but let me open up with Ecclesiasticus, okay, in the Apocrypha, right? Chapter 5, start at 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. You don't follow the walk in the main ways of your mind. Don't walk in your own ways of your mind. You see, okay. Pretty much, man. You gotta have take some reference of a higher power. That the Lord is pretty much is the one that pretty much makes man rich and makes man poor. So for this instance, he pretty much, made him, let's just say he's a little bit more than average than comfortable, you know, okay? But we also know that the scriptures talk about, man, that is, that man would hardly enter into the kingdom. A rich man would hardly enter into the kingdom, will be, like passing through the needle of an eye, pretty much die of a needle, Okay, so the chances of that are pretty slim. Although when you look in the scriptures, there was certain exceptions to that, but but nevertheless, the Lord said that the rich man would hardly enter in. you know. But it says, and say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. You know, and this is the type of mentality that he has in his heart, you know, okay? You know, he feels like that he's, in control of things, man. He never, had to answer to anybody. You know, the only thing that I remember him doing was being in maybe a newspaper boy, a delivery newspaper at a young age, you know. Okay, other than that, man, I don't recall him even, going to fill out an application for a job or anything else like that. You see, okay, pretty much he when he got grown up, I guess he got off to a good head start, more than the average person, and pretty much pretty much took whatever he had gotten from maybe a small inheritance and tried to make something of it, okay, but pretty much, the Lord will surely revenge the pride of people, that are pretty much, into themselves. You see? Okay? It says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, and he will in no wise let thee go. So pretty much, man, the Lord is pretty much lines up men to their own destruction. Okay, Lord will get you when you're in your security, man. You see, okay, and people are fully set to do evil, man, because there's no sentence of judgment against them. You see, that's in Ecclesiastes the 8th chapter. You see, but it says, verse 5, concerning propitiation, which really is appeasement. Concerning appeasement, be not without fear to add sin to sin. And you need to be in a state of doing what's pleasing unto the Lord. You see? Okay? And men, 2/3 are not doing that, man. Okay? But they are fully without fear to add sin to sin, man. Okay? The art of integrity is not there. You see? Okay? And it says, and say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. Right? Right? And it says, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. You see that? Okay? So his indignation resteth upon sinners. So you're going, this individual, Scram Jones, is pretty much going in a bad way. You see? Because, people walk around with that mentality, like these so-called Christians. The Lord will not do good, nor will he do evil. And you just thinking that you have this all passive power, that's not going to render judgment. Here it is. You got these people that celebrate these little pagan holidays, and then when you get around, Christmas time, they sing Santa Claus is coming to town. And in the lyrics, it talks about when he knows when you've been bad or good. You give they give Santa Claus more reference of judging than the Lord, man. You see, this is how the effects of living in a fallen state, man. Okay, the mind of what Jake is in this present time, man. You see? Right? It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. You see? And that's the point right there, man. Because like I said, it's going to be a great reckoning, okay, in a short period of time, man, with Jake. You see? Okay? The Lord said, man, I will return to my place. And he said, in their affliction, they shall seek me early. You see? So, hey, the Lord is about to ramp it up on Jake, man, and you're gonna have Jake pretty much in this situation, man. You know, okay, that time is pretty much is coming, man. You know, all right. Um, from there, let's go to let's go to Proverbs real quick. Snag that up. Proverbs, chapter 1, verse. Let's start at 32. I'm in 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. You know, and fools do hate knowledge, man. You know, if you reject and hate knowledge, and you're a fool. Okay? You see? All right? And I always say this, man. You learn something new every day. You never stop learning. You know, you don't have it all figured out, man. You know, and you got people, individuals that pretty much walk around that way. They figure out, that, it's their way or no way, or they figure that, being the smartest person in the room, that, they're the much more, so-called, critical thinker, so to speak, okay? When the thinking is not really that critical, man, okay? A critical it's not really sought and thought out to, because there's no balance in the person that is got his heart set on other things but the Lord. You see, okay, but people live like him are living in a bubble, thinking that election is gonna an election is going to put them in a better position in life, and continue to live the way he's living. He thinks that this will improve his situation even more so, of more of an abundance. Some type of tax break or loophole that he's looking for to pretty much continue doing what he's doing. You see, okay, and that's on a simple low level, man. And the Lord speaks about that. We're going to get that though, but it says, right, that scorn is the light in their scorning. Okay, and men are going to be hurled for every outer word, man. Okay, but it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. You see, okay, and the Lord's making his words known by by chance. Man gets his chance, by coming by a camp. You see, might stumble upon a video, okay, from one of the brothers. You see, okay, you see, and the Lord said that he will make his words unto you, but it says, because I have called and ye refused. You see, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. You see, and you got people that are making these little video shorts and speaking about this truth in a negative light. And it's mostly these Christians and people that think that they're living their life in the best possible way, where they think that they're righteous, so to speak. Okay, when they're just downright wicked, man. You see, they are fully invested in Babylon, in the ways of Babylon. We know where everything goes, but somehow, some way, they're a child of God. You see, okay, so this is how they feel, okay. But the Lord has stretched out his hand through his prophets, okay, and then by chance, by you just stumbling upon scriptures, okay, that are coming out, and maybe, hopefully, if you are part of the elect, you get some type of understanding. You see, okay, that what you want to call the your spiritual wake up call, so to speak. You see, but it says, but you have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. And we don't want to hear none of the Lord's reproof, okay? About anything. You see? Okay? And this right here, man. You got people that are pretty much are into everything else under the sun. Jacobson is they go with every wind of doctrine, man. You see, but it says, right? I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, and distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. You see that? And that's going to be when the doors of repentance are closing, man. Are completely closed. Okay? The Lord said he's going to mock you when the fear cometh, man. And it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? You see? Because the Lord can set up some brutal judgments, man. Okay? And we have seen things, man, where people pretty much die horribly, man. You see? And that's the judgment from the Lord, man. Okay? But I want to get into this parable, okay, real quick, and when I think about this scripture, I think of this individual, Scram Jones. I think of him, okay, because he's a person that is, could fit this description, to a T, All right, let's go with Luke chapter 12, verse 15. And this is when the people, they asked Yahushua, some people some individual amongst the people asked him to, divide his inheritance with his brother. And the Lord said that who had made me a judge or a ruler over your things, right? And it says, and he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetousness. And this is the lusting of things, materialistic or just things of that's going to be of no value in that time, man. Okay? But it says, for man's life consisteth not in the abundance of things in which he possess. Okay? So, this individual has to understand, okay, that your life doesn't consist in what you have. Okay? What you can brag about. What you can show off. You see? I have this, so this puts me in an XYZ status. Okay? All right? You see? But it says, and he spoke a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And this guy likened this to this individual, man. This man is, he puts his mind to something, normally, he, it comes to fruition and he reaps the benefit of it. So, this is an analogy for him perfectly. You see? And he thought within himself, saying, what should I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. But this is pretty much a thinking of how, we got these fruits that bear fruit plentifully, and pretty much where would he store it? And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take ease, eat, drink, and be merry. So now, okay, this individual, okay, is pretty much living his life and his security. You see? Okay? He built the bigger barn to store all of his plentiful goods and his fruits. And he's set himself up for years to come. Just like you have individuals in this time that, think that they have their little so-called, what we want to call eggs nest, so to speak. The little savings or the little 401k or whatever it is that they have, and they think that they are actually going to, be in cruise control for the rest of their life. they're gonna be, ride off into the sunset, so to speak, you know, and pretty much, take ease, eat, drink, and be merry, right? But the Most High said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? You see? So the Lord pretty much called this individual's number. Okay? His number is up. Okay? It's time for him to give up the ghost, so to speak. Okay? The Lord required of his soul of that night. Okay? So now what you're going to do with your goods that you have pretty much, labored to, store greater, and build the vessel to accommodate these greater abundances of goods and fruits. You see? But it says, right? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and not rich towards the Most High. And that's pretty much the point right there. And individuals have, no balance. And this is why the Lord keeps us, even keel on this thing. He doesn't make us rich and he doesn't make us poor. We're not begging the bread. You see, the Lord just gives us just enough. You see, but you have a rich man, the Lord, if the Lord made a lot of men, that came in his truth rich, okay, people tend to forget the Most High. That's what happens, man. Okay, you see, but people are not laying up, their treasure towards Yahweh B'Shem Abishai. You see, that's the true value, right? This truth, okay? That's the true riches, ultimately. All right. But that's about it though. But I just wanted to touch on the little topic, with that, and just say, hey, man, listen, man, the Lord's going to pretty much make inquisition. He's already making inquisition in this place, man, and people are not, they're not, seeing it, and that time of that pretty much that oh shit moment is coming, man. I can't wait for that, and I mean by that is when Jake really understands that, we're in the most worst case scenario right now, and there's nothing that can get us out of this, but we have to call on a greater power, man, to get us out of these situations, man. You see? And that's when the Lord said that they shall seek me early in their affliction, okay? But, a lot of these people, man, they're going to fold, man, because their foundation is not laid solid, man. You see? Okay? When we're going to have what you want to call the 11th hour Israelites that come in, that's potentially, part of the elect, but the rest of these other people, man, they're going to be, without any wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And most importantly, that rock to lean upon, man, that foundation, man, that chief cornerstone. You see, they're not going to have that, man. All right. Because why? It's because they are, embedded and totally invested in this world and what this world has to offer them, man, and not laying themselves up the riches, that the Lord has given us, as far as what we would need to make it, okay, all the way through. Is this treasure of these scriptures, man. You see, which is the real ultimate riches. You see, all right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash, Shalom.